I've been to Korea numerous times, but I think the most interesting part about my Korean life is those aspects of Korean culture that are here in Wisconsin. My Korean life I think it's a lot more colorful than I would probably be living if I were, in a different situation. I think I'm kind of grew up as more of a Garrison Keillor kind of figure that was very reserved, and it's not possible to be that way in kind of the rich and very emotional, passionate, you could say, environment that I'm in. A big part of that life is the food, and so here we see me approaching the Korean grocery store. My wife has just asked me, 사방님, 음식 좀 갖다 주세요. So I'm here at the store, and you see there's a lot of products that are not in English, and a lot of things that you wouldn't find in your traditional grocery store. We also get media there. We get videotapes. You can see there's a lot of them. And we watch Bosok Bibimbap and lots of other dramas. Korean drama is pretty good, and it's usually sad, although there are some comedies too. So I come home with Korean pears, and you can see how I've been shaped and changed by this life that I live. Once we get into the kitchen, I'm kind of a stranger in the kitchen when it comes to Korean food, although I know a few things. I'm kind of happy that I don't know everything about Korean food. That gets me off the hook for cooking. But I do wash dishes. I'm not a total beast. Korean food is spicy and delicious, especially home-cooked food. Korean food has to be enjoyed with a lot of people. At least that's the way my wife grew up. She's one of 7 brothers and sisters. That's kind of the opposite of me. I have just one sister and no cousins, at least none in Wisconsin. My family was a very typical nuclear American family. But somehow, despite all these differences, we've managed to squeeze our lives in together and make it work out. At the same time, I'm kind of overshadowed. I'm overshadowed by this Korean life that I have. But it's the life that I live, and it's a life filled with a lot more raw emotion than I might choose myself.
We're back!
But it also kind of makes you feel more alive when you eat the hot food, and when your wife kind of goes off on a handle in a very Korean way that kind of but at the same time comes back and there's the intensity of the affection and love is twice as much too. Sometimes it's strange when I kind of connect this part of my life with my former life, and when my parents gather with me and we bow the Korean bow on New Year's Day to them. I know that they don't fully understand it, but they've learned over the years that it's something they ought to participate in and give their blessing like a traditional mother and father would give a blessing on New Year's Day. And so here we are all mixed together and somehow working things out.